Hello, race fans, and welcome once again to the Twisted Chassis Truck Series. Folks, it is the playoffs round of 8, race number 1. It's the Twisted Chassis 105 coming to you here at Richmond Raceway, live on Rice Motorsports TV. Boy, I tell you, things about to get real serious here now, and only 2 races in the round of 8, both here in Richmond and, spoiler alert, Talladega. From one of the smallest tracks on the schedule to the largest, and I tell you, it's really about to get down to the nitty gritty now. I say that all the time, but yeah, we're really getting close now. Season's winding on down, and well, a little bit of a drama going on here. I'll tell you about that in a second. But as always, we want to give a shout out to our sponsors. That would be Green Tech Custom Boxes, Muehlberger Custom Homes, Checkered Flag Books, Sonic Graphic Design, Williams Performance Garage, the Hillman Group, and FamTrad Media. And while they're getting very close to winding up the practice session, get ready to go in qualifying, well, let me tell you, it's a beautiful night for racing, and I tell you, they got everything to race for tonight for sure. 82-degree air temperature, where the winds are a little gusty at 10 miles an hour. And of course, they're running the 65% fuel like they normally do. Have 4 complete sets of tires, a set they start with, plus 3 additional sets. Have the 1 fast repair, and have 3 attempts at a green-white checker for 140 laps here tonight at this 0.72 mile facility. And I tell you, thanks everyone for tuning in all season long, and please hit that like button, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you'll know every time we go live. Now, I was saying a little bit of drama going on. I hope it works out well. Let's bring up your round of 8 contestants. It's Kevin Zabloodle, Mark Beverly, Blake Roebuck, Kevin Winker, Harold Rothery, Brett Summers, Skylar Berry, and Matt Hayden. Everybody's here except for Brett Summers. He's trying to get into the server, and the daggone thing kicking him out. Internet issues. And I'm like, oh, that's one of the things that just kills the drivers, man. You know, it's not a whole lot you can do about those things. And I sure hope he can get that sorted out before he gets in there, or before qualifying ends. I think he can. I think he has until, I don't know if it's until practice ends or until qualifying ends, but we'll keep our fingers crossed and hope that Brett can get in there, because I'm not sure. I think they forfeit their position if they miss a race. So, boy, I tell you, we'll just have to keep our fingers crossed for Brett and hope that he gets in there. But looks like clock is just about to count down, so we'll just hang out here and wait for them to get ready to switch over to qualifying session here. Who's out on track? I see there's Rusty Modesty. He's out on track. Currently 6th quickest there with a 22.210, his best time. Looks like maybe just a handful of trucks out on track at the moment. There's James Fitzmaurice. He's 12th quickest with a 22.431. And I think the only, let's see, Alan Martin, he's on track as well. Oh, nobody's on track, because I think we just rolled over to the qualifying session here. So let's see who's going to head out here first. And let's see here. I see Rusty Modesty. He may be among the first ones going out on track here. So we'll see what kind of time he puts down here. Shout out to the folks in the chat. Thank you for joining as always. Hope you've been enjoying the season. Coming around, the clock is running. Making his way down the back stretch. Coming around to complete one of 2 hot laps. Let's see, he'll be the first one, has a time on the board, I think. And provisional pole, 22.247. I think Skylar Berry, he slotted into that second position, 22.415. And new provisional pole setter, James Fitzmaurice, 22.2 flat. That's his best time. Let's see, Ron Walters, he's on the board, P4 at the moment, 22.437. And let's see, there's Mark Beverly, currently fifth quickest. Skylar Berry just went to provisional pole, by the way. And let's see where Mark improves. He improved his time, but not his position, still P5. Matt Hayden just bumped Berry to provisional pole with a 22.073. Berry looks like he's all done as well. Let's see. There's Kevin Zablutal. He's sixth quickest, and that was his first hot lap. P7 at the moment, 22.314. Here he comes around now to complete his qualifying. Does he move up the order? Yes, he does. Where does he move? P5, 22.204 for Kevin Zablutal. Who else out there? There's Blake Roebuck. This may be the completion of his first hot lap. Let's see as he crosses the line here. Is that his first hot lap there? And yes, it is. Boy, right up to the top, provisional pole, 22 seconds flat for the number 30. Now he's done that. Maybe that was his, that might have been his second hot lap. He might have touched the wall or something. There's Kevin Winker right now. He's P3, 22.108, trying to get to that pole position, coming around to wrap up his qualifying. He crosses the line. Does he get up there? And it didn't show up. Okay. Oh, unfortunately, he didn't. He wasn't able to improve his time. So right now he'll remain in that P3 position. Alan Martin, no time for the 15 truck here yet. That should be his first time lap, and that will slot him at P13 with a 22.736. Making his way down the backstretch. The sun's starting to set here in Richmond. Coming around to complete his qualifying run. Does he move up the order? And yes, he does, up to P12, 22.346. I think that's going to just about do it for everybody for qualifying. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and take a moment here and just pause and hear from our sponsors. We'll be right back. You're watching the Twisted Chassis Truck Series. It's the playoffs, round of 8, race number 1 here on Rice Motorsports TV.
Shoot, son. A cold November morning in a patch of hardwoods that you've had success in before. You hear them leaves crunching, getting closer and closer, and you see deer, just pieces of deer coming through the woods. And in the back of your mind, you just hoping and praying that it's that deer. There ain't no better feeling than that. With me there.
November 18th. I know my leash is up and the baby He's down at 60 yards, baby.
Ain't no drug gonna touch that feeling. I promise you that right now.
Hi, I am Victoria Hall, and I run Checkered Flag Books. We have books for all ages and stages, learning new things such as potty training, and learning yoga and keeping your body healthy. We have books on how to control our emotions and how to be kind and learn table manners. We have books for all ages, from pregnancy to newborn to young students to those going to school and beyond. We also have activity books like drawing and painting and puzzles for all ages. We have sports books from anything you could imagine, including cars. We also have books for the fall and Halloween season that we're currently in now. If I can help you get any of these books into your home, feel free to send me a message or find me on Linktree. Can't wait to help you out.
We should really get these hung.
What? How'd you do that?
Yeah, how did you do that? Do what?
Lose the anxiety. Place, push, hang. High and mighty, designed to be stuck up.
Okay, folks, we're back here for the round of 8, race number 1 here with the Twisted Chassis Truck Series. Well, I tell you, and Brett Summers, he was able to get into the server, and everybody's relieved of that. We definitely want all of our contestants to be in here. So just awesome that he was able to make it in. And let's see, we only have one guy with the webcam up right now, and that's Harold Rothery. Where is Harold at? I'm going to find him. He's down. Where is he? I just saw him. Misfits. I'm going to move him up here with us real quick. Boom. Hey, Harold, Tony in the booth. He got a copy. Mic check. Uh-oh. I think, can you hear me? He can hear me, but let me see what's going on here. Hold on a second. Let me check. I'm always doing that. I'm always muting something. Something's muted that's not supposed to be muted on my end. Say something again, Harold.
You got me? Testing.
I got you, buddy. How you doing, man? Yeah, I've been doing that the last 2 or 3 weeks, man. I keep muting the wrong thing here with the webcams, but yeah.
It's easy. It's easy to do.
Oh, yeah. Well, I tell you, man, like I was telling the folks out there, man, for this round of the playoffs, or the round of 8 here, going from one of the shortest tracks to the longest, and I tell you, that's going to be quite a jump there, and quite a challenge for both of those tracks. And are you ready for it?
Yeah. This is probably I circled Richmond on the calendar at the beginning of the season. I love this track. I love Dega too, but this is my favorite track. I don't know how well I'll do tonight, but I'm pretty good at this track. I just need to stay out of trouble.
Absolutely, boy. That's the name of the game, man. And just like next week too. Good.
Yeah. Well, next week, pick your poison, right? Yeah. But it's just a crapshoot. Just throw them up and see what happens. But I put a lot of laps in at this track. Got a new set of pedals. I'm ready to go. Feeling good about tonight.
10-4, man. I'm gonna put you back down the channel. Anybody want to give a shout out to real quick?
Yeah, I want to shout out to my granddaughter Amelia. Hey, Amelia. She's watching. She's 7. She's watching Peephole tonight. So shout out to my wife. Love you, honey. And my mom and dad, they're watching. So I'm gonna try to get in at least top 10 tonight.
There you go, man. I tell you, and you have 6 other guys. Maybe get ahead of some of those guys that are in those playoff contestants, and you never know what can happen out there tonight, And
yeah, I'm just gonna try to be smart and see what Kevin Zabadil will give me for pit strategy tonight.
Absolutely, man. Well, good luck, buddy, and we'll talk to you later.
Hey, thanks, Tony. Have a good one.
Yeah. And I tell you, time to get it on here. We got about just less than 7 minutes to go, and or less than 6 minutes to go. And what we'll go ahead and do, we're going to pause for our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
There's a Hillman spirit that comes from deep within. It drives us forward as we build the future, putting us in a league of our own. Our legacy is rock solid because for 56 years, we've kept our eyes on the horizon and hard-working gloves on our hands. When we see the finish line, we push it. When we encounter a challenge, we tackle it. We innovate in the categories we lead because at Hillman, the building never stops. When it comes to imagining, crafting, and building the environments we live in, Hillman is the American hero that makes dreams possible. We've sowed millions of seeds for the future, giving you the keys to build for tomorrow, to stake your claim, to climb to new heights, to show your hidden strength, and open the door to your future. Built Hillman Strong.
Hey folks, we are back here. Warm-up is just about to end up, just about 5 seconds from now, and we'll be rolling over to the race session. And there we go. Checkered flags are out. It should be rolling over any second now here. And let's see, where is looking for, he's not in the chat, but it looks like, according to what I'm seeing, it looks like Brett's in here, so should be okay. Truck's starting to roll out now, and as they're making their way out, but go ahead and take a look at your starting grid here. Blake Roebuck, he got that pole position. Matt Hayden will be starting second. Kevin Winker starting in that third position. Fourth will be Skylar Berry. Harold Rothery starting fifth. 6th would be Dustin Stallings. Jimmy Fitzmaurice 7th. Kevin Zabloodle in the 8th position. At 9th is Joshua Moore. Rusty Modesty rounds out your top 10. Then we have Mark Beverly, and he did post a time, my bad. He's in the 11th position with Alan Martin in the 12th position. 13th will be Ron Walters. 14th, Jordan Stencil. Now, these guys from this point down, they did not post a time. Brian Toller starting 15th, Billy Stalling starting 16th, and Brett Summers. He just did get into the server just in time, and he'll start shotgun on the field in the 17th position. And as you can see, the playoff drivers, they're highlighted with that orange background on their car numbers or truck numbers. So you'll be able to keep track of where the playoff drivers are located. Blake Roebuck starting right at the front here. Getting ready to get things rocking here at Richmond. That is short track. They may get 2 pace laps here, I think. Yeah. Excuse me, that's what they normally do. They normally tend to do 2 pace laps. Looks like we have 17 trucks in the server here tonight. Now, see Kevin Zabloodle, he's grayed out. Did he start? I hope he didn't have connection issues. Unless he's having to start from pit road or something. That may be the case, because if we click on him, it's gonna go away. It's not gonna be able to lock on him because he's not showing. Oh my goodness. We were worried about one driver. Another driver, we're going to have to wait and see what happens here, folks. Coming around now, pace truck will be turning in this time. Here we go. Waiting for that green flag. We got a green flag, and the first race of the round of 8 is underway. Zabloodle, yeah, he did start from pit road, so wait for the field to go by. Now he exits pit road. Blake Roebuck racing down the turn. Oh, and there are problems in the back. Kevin Winker, we got us a caution there and a little bit of damage there on the 42 truck. He's able to get it turned around. Boy, he got lucky there because it's so easy to get into the walls here. Let's go back and see what happened there. And so there's Kevin, and he's got Matt Hayden on the high side there. They're going down into turns 1 and 2, and and it's so easy to spin the your vehicle coming off the turns here at Richmond. We see so many people going around coming off of turn 2, and let's see what happens. No one's close to him at all. He might have he put the power down just a little bit, and then she just started coming on right. And then who is that? That's boy, Skylar Berry almost did the exact same thing behind him, headed to the wall. Oh my goodness. And he just does tap it a little bit, just enough to crinkle up that nose, but not too bad. So I think he got lucky there, and he may burn a fast repair. Or it looks like he's just going to go ahead and just do some manual repairs there, try to fix as much of it as possible. I imagine they'll be getting the one to go this time around, not the way Kevin wanted his race to start here tonight. And you see Kim, Zabloodle, and Summers, 3 of your round of 8 contestants at the bottom of the order here. And boy, I tell you, he's exited the pits here, and he got out before pace truck got there. As he makes his way around. Now, I don't know if he'll come in again or not. Kevin Zabloodle is coming down pit road as well. This may be just him topping off the fuel here. And let's see. Oh, he's still there. And he's able to get going. There's the field just getting ready to come out of turn 4 there. They should be getting the one to go this time around. So 5 laps already in the books here. Boy, I tell you, right now we've got Roebuck, Hayden, Barry, and Rothery in the your top 4 of your round of 8 contestants, right up in the top 4. Mark Beverly's in 11th, and the other 3 are 15th, 16th, and 17th. Got a little work cut out for them for sure. But to make their way all the way through the field here. Pace truck is in. Got us a restart, and we are racing once again here at Richmond. They are off and running once again. Roebuck, Skylar Berry down on that inside, trying to get past Matt Hayden. There's Harold Rothery in the 7 truck, still in that 4th position. Hayden fighting back on the high side. Let's see if Berry's able to hold him off here. They come off the corner. Matt Hayden, a lot of momentum on that high side there. Harold Rothery, he's getting right up on the bumper of the 68. On lap 7 of 140. Harold getting close. He says he likes this track here at Richmond. So he's turned to, and he said, we were talking to him before the race started, he got some new pedals, and I'm sure he's been practicing with them and getting used to how they feel. Because it's all about, your setup. Well, they run a fixed setup here, and so everything else that you control, it's pretty much like driver comfort there. Roebuck still ahead of Matt Hayden by just barely a couple of tenths of a second, now 0.17. Matt Hayden, he is right there too, sticking right to the number 30 as they start lap number 10. And the field is right in line. A little further back, there's Dustin Stallings running in the 5th position. Got Rusty Modesty behind him. James Fitzmaurice, everybody's trying to get into a rhythm here. He's followed by the 51 there, Joshua Moore. In the 8th spot, Alan Martin is 9th. And we got Ron Walters coming down pit road. His truck looks okay. Oh no, it doesn't look okay. The left front is caved in there, so he tagged the wall somewhere. So that's a tough deal there for Ron Walters. There's the 83 Jordan Stencil in the 11th position, followed by Kevin Winker, one of your playoff contenders. Now running in the 12th position. He has the other 3 right behind him. Kevin Zablutel in the 13th position, followed by Brett Summers, who just did barely get into the server before the race started. Was I seeing things, or did he have a little scrape on the right side of that 77 machine there? It looked like he might have just tapped the wall again just a little bit. Let's take a look here as he comes out of turn 4. Yeah, got a little scraping going on there, but he's racing hard. Blake Roebuck up the front. Boy, I tell you, he cannot get away from Matt Hayden. Skylar Berry is still holding on in that 3rd position. They put some distance between themselves and Harold Rothery, who's still in that 4th position, but he's almost half a second between him and Dustin Stallings, the number 1 truck, though. He's trying to move up there. Now he's about 0.3 of a second between him and Rothery. It looks like Roebuck, he's that either he's managing to stay ahead of Matt Hayden, or Hayden is really just parked himself right behind it. Oh, and the number 1 is going for it, trying to get past the 7 of Harold Rothery. He'll move into that 4th position. Rusty Modesty is coming up as well. Harold Rothery is trying to fight back as they come off turn 4. Stallings will keep that position. Billy Stallings coming down pit road. Let me see, does he have any damage here? And no, the truck looks okay. And not sure what happened there, unless he's just gonna park it or something. Rusty Modesty now trying to put some pressure on the number 7. Skylar Berry just making a move on the 5. Now he's trying to make a move on the 30. Skylar Berry moves into the lead here on lap 18. Past the number 30 there, Blake Roebuck. So he come around and he will lead lap 19. Now, no, that was funny. I was just about to say Roebuck, Hayden, and Berry looks like they're just staying nose to tail and just chilling out for a while. Skylar Berry, he's done chilling. He's ready to roll. Blake Roebuck is right there. They're still in that second position. Matt Hayden in the 3rd spot. Dustin Stallings there. Now, can he catch the top 3? That would be interesting to see. Gap's about almost 7/10 of a second there. Rusty Modesty, he got past Harold Rothery. James Fitzmaurice moves into 6th. Rothery not going in the direction he really wants to go. Now he's number 7 is down to 7th position. And Mark Beverly slowly making his way up through the field. He's in that 8th position. Jordan Stencil is between him and the next playoff contender, Kevin Zabloodle. Zabloodle just getting past Alan Martin there for that 10th position. Brett Summers is a little further back. Uh-oh, Ron Walters. I think we got a caution here, and him and Joshua Moore. I don't know if they had a little coming together or not. Caution here on lap 22. And let's go back and take a look here, see if we can see what happened. Now there's Walters, a 99 truck. And there's the 51. He's about to go past the 50. Oh, and the 51's coming down, and I don't think he saw that the 99 was there. He's about halfway up alongside, and so there they go spinning around. I don't think anybody hit too much of anything. So under caution now. Who knows? We might see some guys out there. Possibly. No, we've only gone 23 laps. Yep, here they come. Folks coming down pit road. Blake Roebuck, he said, you know, I'm going to stay out. He's comfortable with the car. Dustin Stallings, he's comfortable. Skylar Berry, he's going to come on down, get tires and fuel for that 22 machine. And looks like a good portion of the field came down, but not everybody. Harold Rothery, he stayed out. Let's grab him up here real quick and get a holler real quick. Where is he at? He is, come on now. Where is he? He is Misfits. There he is. Hey, hello, Tony in the booth. Got a copy.
Hey, I got you, Tony.
I tell you, man, things are getting off to a quick start here, man. How is the track? How are those pedals feeling out there?
Yeah, I just got to get used to them. Just trying to be patient. I think I got the tires hot them first 10, 15 laps, so I just backed off, and I'm going to try to stay out on tires as long as I can. Still got about 45 laps of fuel left, so if I can get into lap 50, I'm going to come in and get tires about lap 50.
And for who knows, we may even have another caution before then, so that may help you too. So good. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and put you back down to your channel there. So good luck, buddy. We'll talk to you later.
Hey, thanks, man.
Okay,
have a good one. Good broadcast.
Okay, thank you. Now, so a little bit of the strategy there for Harold Rothery. They're making their way around. Blake Roebuck, he opted to stay out. Dustin Stallings as well. But Jordan Stencil, he also opted to stay out. So he got some track position there. Lights are out on the pace truck. We should be going green on lap 27. And I think he's got that. Is he just cruising? Or he just has it in just very low RPMs there. Joshua Moore just now coming on the pit road. Okay, we're just getting the one to go. And Moore just came down the pit. I think he just came in for a splash of fuel. He's trying to beat the field out. Yes, he will get out. See a little right rear damage there from the collision there with Ron Walters. But he'll get out in time. He'll have to zip on around the track here in a hurry to catch up to the field. Pace truck getting ready to head down onto pit road. Here we go. They're all bunched up and ready to go. Green flag racing once again. Oh man, Dustin Stallings, almost a little wheel banging going on there. Harold Rothery trying to remain patient, but boy, he is ready to go. He shoots into that second position. Blake Roebuck, there's Rothery, and there's Kevin Zabloodle and Dustin Stallings battling for that third position. Looks like Zabloodle is going to get it. He's going to try to drive under the 7. And looks like he's going to, he just does nip him at the line there for that second position. And will he be able to hold on to it? I think he will as they come out of the turn. So give that second spot to Kevin Zabloodle. Held Rothery now in the third spot. Dustin Stallings, he's still right there. Jordan Stencil, he's right there with that pack of trucks as well. Right on the outside of Stallings. Meanwhile, Blake Roebuck trying to motor away just a little bit, almost half a second. Stencil taking a look down on the inside of Harold Rothery. Coming out of 4, 83 machine trying to move up the order. He's not in the playoffs, but boy, I tell you, he's still here to race. Just like him and Dustin Stallings there. Right now, 2 of your playoff contenders are running 1-2. Blake Roebuck and Kevin Zabloodle. Roebuck about a good almost 0.4 of a second behind the 17. There's Kevin trying to close in on him. So of course, they always want to, if you win any race in the playoffs, that automatically locks you into the next round. So whoever wins tonight, it won't matter what happens at Talladega, as long as they show up and able to get in the server, they'll be good to go for the, for that round of the playoffs. Of course, the same deal with Talladega. They, if you win there, you'll be one of the final 4. Trying to put a little distance between them and Dustin Stallings. Jordan Stencil. Look at Mark Beverly now. Last time we saw, he was in the 8th spot. Now he's up to the 5th position. Boy, Mark Beverly, he is coming along in that 45 machine. He is not playing around. Trying to make his way to the front. Skylar Berry right behind him in that 68 machine. There, hey, there's Brett Summers. Just made it into the race. Started shotgun on the field. Trying to break into the top 5, running P7 at the moment. Oh, who was that? That was that Roth? No, that was, who was that? Somebody tapped the wall. I couldn't tell who it was. I think it was Brian Toller, maybe? It was one of the white trucks. He's not showing any scrapes. I could have sworn somebody tapped the wall. Folks, it's real racy out there right now, folks. Riding on board there, Harold Rothery. A lot of pressure. Oh, it was the number 5, Matt Hayden. That's who clipped that outside wall. He's still racing hard, trying to get that position from Rothery. Roffrey trying to fight back on that high side battle for the 10th position. Meanwhile, while they're battling along, new leader, Kevin Zabluto, he's gotten past Blake Roebuck. Roebuck falling back quite a bit. Look at Skylar Berry trying to put the moves on the 30. Dustin Stallings trying to follow him down on that inside. Move Skylar Berry into that second position. Can he catch the 17? He ran right up to the front of the field in one of the last stints here. The gap about half a second. And it's slowly coming down here. Skylar Berry drawing a bead on the 17 there. Kevin Zabluto, man, they are racing back here behind them, though. Blake Roebuck trying to hold on to that 4th position. Brett Summers took just a little bit of a peek, and he's getting together with the 83 there. Wow. Jordan Stencil got sideways. And, okay. Let's go back and take a quick look at that. Jordan Stencil, they're racing. He got sideways, and in a way, the 77 actually, look at this, the 77 actually straightened him out here. They got together, and he gets sideways, and he keeps going. How about that, folks? Wow, and you just knew that was going to get going. Like the 77 just pushed him straight once again. Wow. How many times are you going to see that? They continue to race now. Summers, he did fall back a couple of spots there. Kevin Winker now in that 7th position. And Skylar Berry did catch Kevin Zabluto and move into the lead once again. I think he probably passed him while we were looking at that replay there. Skylar Berry, well, I tell you, I'm not going to say, I'm not going to give him no announcer's curse tonight. I'm going to keep my mouth shut. And he's running along there. There's Kevin Zabluto. Second spot, Dustin Stallings having a good race, running in that 3rd position. Boy, he's got a nice gap between him and Blake Roebuck, over a second from him to the 30 machine. And boy, look, who's behind Blake? None other than the 45 there, Mark Beverly. Oh boy, I don't know if the 45 is going to be back there for long. Taking a look down on the inside. I'm trying to see if he can get that position from the 30. And it looks like Beverly will get that spot, move him into the 4th position. Brett Summers, he's also trying to make his way up the order there. Jordan Stencil, he's getting real racy as well. You got Kevin Winker behind him, trying to catch all these guys. Right now, Berry is almost a full second ahead of Kevin Zabluto. Let's look a little further back. There's Rusty Modesty in the 10th position. Alan Martin in the 12th position. Harold Roffrey right now, maybe unless he's just trying to save his tires, he's running in the 14th position now. I know he said he was going to try to get to about lap 50 or so. Now he didn't. He still hasn't pit that second caution. He did not pit there. So he did stay out. Who knows? He might end up doing a green flag pit stop here. We'll see what happens. But now 1.2 seconds, Skylar Berry ahead of Kevin Zabluto. And he has just opened it up and said, I will see you later. If anyone's on a mission, that young man is right there, let me tell you. Kevin Zabluto. Now let's see. Berry, he pitted on lap 23. Kevin Zabluto pitted on lap 3. I think that was just for a splash of fuel. So Berry may, who knows, Berry may have gotten tires and fuel when he pitted on lap 23. And that short pit stop, well, of course, it was only lap 3. So, of course, Zabluto wouldn't have gotten tires then anyway. Mark Beverly's got a little distance between him now and Brett Summers, about half a second. Two teammates there for Asphalt Outlaws doing good, making that. Now he's up into the 5th position. You can see the playoff contenders, the majority of them starting to make their way up into the top 10 there. Blake Roebuck, he's now back to the 6th position because I believe all the points reset and everything. So some of these guys, it may be a bit of a race here between here and Talladega next week. Gap now 2 seconds. There's Kevin Zabluto. Can he even still see? There's Skylar Berry up in front of him. 2.1 seconds between him and the 68 machine. Now Berry, he's getting ready to hit some traffic here, I believe, before too long. Who's in front of him? Looks like that's the 51 there, Joshua Moore. Trying to stay on that lead lap. Walters, you know, he had to pit, and oh boy, Morris, he's blinking quite a bit there. You see the puffs of smoke there, and Skylar Berry quickly gets past the number 51. Kevin Zabluto, did he pass him yet? No, he hasn't. So that's him up ahead there. Then your leader, Skylar Berry, is in front of the 51. Now Moore, he pitted on lap 25. His tires are pretty fresh, I would say, but well, that is, he's at 25, so that's actually about 30 laps on him now. But Kevin Zabluto, his tires have got 55 laps on them because he only stopped for a splash of fuel on lap 3. And he's still closing in on this guy whose tires are a good 20 laps fresher. Very consistent there. Dustin Stallings, good to see him having a good race here. Boy, he's keeping Mark Beverly and them back there. Beverly, he's back there with his teammate. About 0.8 of a second behind Stallings. Got kind of hanging around 0.8 of a second. Now it's about 0.9. Stallings trying to pull out a little bit more on the 45. He gained a little bit, then lost a little bit. It's just hovering back and forth between 7 and 0.8 of a second. I think Beverly is trying to wear him down, but he gets close a little bit, then he loses about 1/10 of a second or so. Let's see, Kevin Zabluto, is he getting any closer? No, he isn't. Boy, I tell you, it is just about 3 seconds. Look at, there he is, and there's Skylar Berry. And I mean, he is in a rocket ship here tonight. 2.4 seconds. He'll be catching Harold Rothery, the number 7. Harold probably hoping for a caution. I think he's ready to get off of those tires. He will be losing a lap though, and even if he did though, he would he'd be in the lucky dog position. So if a caution did come out, of course he'd get that wave around. They continue to race on. Let's look a little further back in the field. There's Jordan Stencil, currently in the 7th position. And a lot of these guys are spread out back here. Kevin Winker, he's battling with Rusty Modesty for position there. Modesty taking a look down on the inside. Not quite close enough to really make a move on the 42. Now lap 61 of 140. Getting very close to the halfway point here. I tell you, these guys, they know how to, they crank out some laps in a hurry. Every time we do a race with them, you look down, it's close to halfway point already. I mean, they know how to crank out some long green flag runs here. Rusty Modesty, now let's see, he pitted on lap 24. Kevin Winker right in front of him pitted on lap 2. So it's interesting to see these guys who who are battling out there on the same tires since the start of the race. And credit to them for the being able to keep those tires alive that long. Behind them, there's Matt Hayden rounding out your top 10. A little further back, and Ryan Toller, he's 13th position. Harold Rothery in the 14th spot there. And he now has actually gone a lap down. And Joshua Moore is a lap down as well. He's blinking a lot. I was going to try to lock onto him and we'll see where he is, but I think he's about halfway around the track, or maybe a third of the way. So right now, Harold Rothery, he's got a good gap at the moment in case the caution did come out, and he might grab that lucky dog. Brett Summers trying to stick with his teammate there, Mark Beverly, and are they getting a little bit closer to Dustin Stallings? Stallings right there to one truck. That gap's now only half a second. It was about 7/8 of it. It was fluctuating between 7/10 and 9/10. Now it's about 6/10 between him and the 45 there, Mark Beverly. The credit to Dustin, boy, I tell you, he's obviously pretty good here at Richmond as well. And I've said it plenty of times, sometimes you come to these short tracks, some of these guys, they're more of a short track specialist in a way as well. And let's see, it looks like Joshua Moore decided to come down pit road. He might have pitted for tires, so that's going to help Harold Rothery because he's in the lucky dog position. But now, by Moore pitting, that will put Rothery on that lap by himself. He'll be the only truck one lap down. And now it's just a matter of he may be forced to do a green flag pit stop. Look like he's done some scraping on the wall there himself, right behind that right front fender. Blake Roebuck in the 6th position. He hasn't stopped at all the entire race. Boy, 69 laps on a set of tires. And looks like Jordan Stencil making his way down pit road. Green flag pit stop there for the number 83. I tell you, you come off that racetrack, I don't care if it's a big track, small track, it just feels like, it just takes an eternity to get down to your pit box. Makes it down there, gets right on the marks there, tires and fuel for the 83. And we're right at the halfway point, and let's see, this is actually his first time pitting. So he's obviously going to lose a lap, maybe two, on such a short track here. See Kevin Zabluto making his way in. And so he's on his way out. More guys starting to make their way down pit road. Zabluto, he's coming in. Blake Roebuck right behind him. I think I saw Harold Roth. Did I see Harold Rothery coming in? Yeah, Harold Rothery coming down as well. A lot of guys coming in. Rusty Modesty, he's coming down pit road. Followed by Kevin Winker. So we'll see where all these guys shake out. Right here, right about the halfway point here. And boy, Skylar Berry continues to stay out. It's him, Mark Beverly, Brett Summers, and Matt Hayden. All these guys pitted on lap 23. James Fitzmaurice pitted on lap 23. Alan Martin pitted on lap 23. So these guys, they've only gone about 50-some laps, and we've seen that you can go up to 70 laps here. Skylar Berry, that gap right now is 9.7 seconds. There's Skylar, and where's Mark? Mark is right there, just going down the backstretch. Skylar Berry is about to go into turn one here. So a very commanding lead. About half a lap ahead of Mark Beverly here at the moment. And you can see on the timing tower there how only 5 trucks are on the lead lap at the moment. And of course, a lot of these guys will get back on the lead lap once the top 5 pit. But boy, I tell you, there's who was that? Jordan Stencil. I think he just got back one of his laps by passing these guys. Rusty Modesty, they're all like 2 laps down. So Stencil, he's now 1 lap down. Modesty also 1 lap down. So Fitzmaurice, he's coming in. Him and Alan Martin making their way in. So I don't know. Skylar Berry, Mark Beverly, and Brett Summers, they're sticking it out. They're going deeper and deeper into the run. Kevin Winker right there, he's about on the tail end of the lead lap. And we're past the halfway point. So theoretically, these guys who've already stopped, they're not going to have to stop again. So I'm thinking these guys are going to stay out as far as they can and have the freshest tires at the end of the race. And they may be able to come back and catch these guys who pitted earlier, Brett Summers, because you know all these guys are going to get their lap back. Here comes Mark Beverly now down on the, let's see, there he is. Then Mark Beverly, he exits the track down on the pit road, and now there's only 2, Skylar Berry and Brett Summers. I'm pretty sure that's what they're gambling on here, folks. They're going to try to, I think everybody's thinking, it could potentially be a one-stop race here, even though we've already had a caution or 2. It could be just 1 green flag pit stop here. And let's see, does he come down this time? Yeah, no. Was he thinking about it? He looked like he slowed down to come down pit road and almost misjudged the entry and got out of it just in time. Brett Summers, he's coming down pit road. Well, I tell you, Skylar Berry might have avoided disaster there. Let's see if he comes in this time around. But, you know, even just that little checkup, you know, that might have cost some time, and he just barely gets it in there. I think that's what happened the last time around. I think he's coming in on lap 80 here. I think he wanted to pit on lap 79 and was coming in a little hot and almost paid dearly for it, making his way down pit road. And your leader, let's see, where's second place? That's Kevin Zabluto. He's in the middle of 3 and 4. So he'll take the lead. Tires and fuel there. And let's see, he's down on the way, 14.6 seconds. That's Skylar Berry on his way out. Looks like he'll exit in the 3rd position. He may lose a few more spots as he gets up to speed. He's 4th. There's Harold Rothery, might get by him as well. See, did he pass him? I don't see the 7 truck. So Rothery's right behind him, but Rothery's still not on the lead lap though. Rothery's in 15th position, 1 lap down. And actually, he's not even the lucky dog anymore. Martin is the lucky dog, followed by Moore, and then Rothery. So now lap 83, Skylar Berry's, he's just going to go to work here now. He's got a good position there. He's in the 4th position. Kevin Zabluto, he's the leader now. You saw the gap that Rothery had when he caught them. As long as he doesn't burn those tires off the truck, he's got plenty of time to catch these guys. There's Zabluto. There's Blake Roebuck in the 2nd position. He's about 6.6 seconds behind Zabluto, and then Skylar Berry is about 0.8 of a second behind Blake Roebuck. Lap 85 of 140. He's got 2nd place in view, half a second ahead of him. Clear track behind Dustin Stallings. The 1 truck is just over a second behind him there. You can still see the 51 Joshua Moore linking quite a bit back there. Skylar Berry now closing in on the 30 there. Blake Roebuck once again. Trying to pick the moment where he wants to pounce. Zabluto still 6.5 seconds ahead of these guys. There it takes the 30 on the outside, moves back into that second position. The gap in, it was 6.5, now it's about 6.2. And he's now on his way now to, he still has Alan Martin between him and your leader, Kevin Zablutel. But you see, like on the track map, second place, Skylar Berry, he's crossing the line. Your leader's just coming out of turn 2. So he's only a couple of corners from Kevin Zablutel, lap 88 of 140. There's no need to really burn the tires off the truck. He's shown in the past that he's got the pace to get there. And Dustin Stallings, he's trying to catch these guys as well. Because Dustin, he was running in the third position for quite a while, and I believe it was Mark Beverly that caught him earlier. Right now, he's running ahead of the 6 truck of Rusty Modesty, trying to make a move past the 7 is he the 51 Joshua Moore. Well, he saw him for a second there. He's really blinking bad. There's the 45 there, Mark Beverly in the 6th position. One really long run there. Him and the other top 4 or 5 that were at the time, they stayed out there a lot longer. Beverly pitted on lap 77. Skylar Berry pitted on lap 80, actually. I think he went further than anybody else. Let me look here and see. Pull that up and see where is well, it said he went 57 laps. I mean, we've already turned some laps since they pitted. Jordan Stencil went 68 laps. Toller went 71. Rothley went 69. So Dustin Stallings also went 71 as well. So a lot of these guys went a long ways. It wasn't just one stop, but it was a stop. Skylar Berry, the gap now 4.4 seconds, almost 4.3 now. Kevin Zablutel is right there. And he still has Alan Martin between him and the 68 of Skylar Berry. We're on lap 94 of 140. And I'm pretty sure that Kevin Zablutel is also trying to just conserve tires as much as possible. Maybe try to save something in reserve until the end in case he needs to try to fight off Berry or whoever is behind him. Blake Roebuck still in that 3rd position. Zablutel, Berry, and Roebuck, 3 of your round of 8 contestants. You know, as far as the points, you know, the points that they get and everything, they'd be the top ones. Mark Beverly would be the 4th. They'd be the top 4 scoring here at the moment. Mark Beverly in that 5th position. Matt Hayden right behind him in 6th. Rusty Modesty's not in contention, in the playoff contention, but he's hanging in there as well. I think it looked like Matt Hayden burned a faster pair somewhere because that truck was scraped up pretty good on the right-hand side, so he's got it clean here once again. About 43 laps remaining in this race. Kevin Winker a little bit further back is trying to get around the 7 there, Harold Rothery. Not sure what happened to Harold there. You know, I mean, he's still only 1 lap down, you know, but he's in the 14th position. And you know, just the way the timing of it, these the green flag pit stops and stuff, I don't, you know, I think he did have to go quite a ways. I think he said he was trying to go to lap 50, and I don't know if I think he went a little further than that. So, he might have lost a bit of pace. So even though with the green flag pit stop, you know, he was just out of position to stay on the lead lap. Right now he's putting up a good fight there with the 42, Kevin Winker. That's not a battle for position. Well, further up the order, there's Mark Beverly in the 5th spot. Got a nice gap between Dustin Stallings ahead of him and Matt Hayden behind him. Good second between him and the number 5 truck. Dustin Stallings coming down on pit road, pitting here on lap 100. Interesting. Okay. He's in. Somebody else is in. Jordan Stencil also coming in as Joshua Moore is coming in. And actually, Kevin Zablutal is I wonder what happened there. He got up there and caught Skylar Berry and passed him. I wonder if, did something happen to Skylar Berry for Kevin to catch him? Because Skylar was, almost a couple of corners ahead of him at some point. I was going back trying to see where the lead change happened. Let's see. I was going to go back to it if I could find it here. I don't see it. Who knows? It might have been just Gary might have got loose or something, perhaps. Yeah, I don't see it. Okay. We're going to jump back real quick. This is where the pass happened here. And so this is Kevin Zablutal. Barry's right up there. You see where Barry is, way up there ahead of him. And let's see what happened. Maybe the yellow flag is out. Oh, we're not going to worry about it now because we've got a caution here. Take it back live. And let's see what's going on here. And looks like it's the 83 there, Jordan Stencil. And he doesn't have any damage from what that we can see. Let's see if we can see what happened to Jordan there. And he's racing there, the 51 there, Joshua Moore behind him. He might have spun it coming off the turn. Yes, he did. Into the grass. And was able to, oh boy, he kept it down low enough in case anybody was coming and was able to keep from collecting anybody else. So good car control there for Jordan Stencil. He spun, but still way to hold on to it, keep it from being any worse. Now this is, oh boy, now we're about 35 laps to go. Kevin Zablutal, he's in. Skylar Berry right behind him. Oh my goodness, everybody's going to get fresh tires and fuel. Everybody's going to be good to go to the end of the race. And it looks like we've got about almost half the field on the lead lap. Oh my goodness. Wow. So Barry, he's on his way out. He beat Blake Roebuck out, and Barry, he's in that second spot there, right behind Kevin Zablutal. And now, it'll be less than 40 laps to go. It'll be less than 35 laps to go when we get the green flag. And I tell you, man, this is going to get good. Where is, let's see. There's Brett Summers, currently in the 8th position. Look, is he still not in here? I was going to look and see if I saw him. No, he's not in there. I was going to bring him up here real quick because, boy, he was struggling to get into the server and just didn't make it in. So, yeah, he's, I know he was happy to make it in there. Harold Rothman, he got that lap back, I believe. Now he's just exiting pit road. So he should be towards the tail end of the lead lap here. There's Summers now making his way down pit road. The leader there, Kevin Zablutal. Got a couple of lap trucks in front of him. Let me see. Let me grab Kevin real quick. Hey, Kevin, Tony in the booth. You got a copy?
I got you.
Man, I tell you, it's things about to get real interesting, huh?
It's fixing to kick off. It got a little bit of a lull there for a little bit, but we're ready to party now.
I tell you, the table's been reset here. Everybody, it's just like the start of the race. Yeah, I kind of love it when that happens, and
oh yeah, it's going to make it interesting, especially with having all these playoff guys up here right at the front.
Absolutely, man. I mean,
going into Talladega next week, you got to win this deal tonight.
Yeah, because like I was telling folks at the beginning, we're going from one of the shortest tracks to the biggest one, and both of them are so like, oh my goodness, you never know what's going to happen.
Talladega's a scary beast. I would love to, I won Bristol in that first round, and I was like, as much as I loved being secured, I really felt good about that round. I wish I could have had the first win of this round, because Talladega scares me. So
absolutely, man.
We'll see what happens here.
Absolutely, I'm gonna put you back down in the channel. Good luck. We'll talk to you later.
All right, thank you.
Okay, here we're getting ready to go here, folks. Pace truck coming down on the pit road. Waiting for that green flag. Green flag racing once again. Kevin Zadoodle, he gets a good start there. Look at Skylar Berry. He's being challenged by Blake Roebuck on the inside. And Berry trying to fight back on the high side. He squeezes once again past the 30. How about Matt Hayden down on the inside getting a little bit of an attack there from the 45. Those guys are duking it out while Kevin Zadoodle trying to scoot away from that whole party. Hayden taking a look down on the inside of the 30. Oh, and they touch a little bit. Oh, Blake Roebuck, he's able to hold on to it, but he's going to lose a few positions there. Right now, back to the 6th position. The 6th truck, Rusty Modesty, right in front of him there. He'll try to regain his composure. I mean, they got a lot of laps to go. Lap 112 of 140. And boy, I tell you, now they're duking it out for that position there. Mark Beverly trying to hold on to that 4th position. Looks like Rusty Modesty might get him there. The 6 truck's got his nose ahead. Did he spin? I thought it looked like he might have spun the tires just a little bit coming off of 4. And that's going to enable Mark Beverly to hold on to that 4th position. Modesty's trying to get back there and get him once again. No let up here. Zadoodle's still leading at the front. Skylar Berry is moving in very close though. Blake Roebuck back to that 6th position, trying to see if he can make his way back up the front here. I don't know why it says, Shouldn't those, okay, I thought it would be less than 114 laps complete. I mean, more than 114. Now 20, okay, I thought so. There we go. They continue to duke it out. Let's look up at the front here. Skylar Berry in that 2nd position, 26 laps remaining. Now 25 to go, lap 116. He's right there. Matt Hayden's right behind them, trying to see if he's trying to kind of keep himself cool, calm, and collected here, just in case he can make something happen. I'm sure he knows these guys are going to be duking it out right here. Now it was like 4 or 5 of your playoff contenders all bunched together there. Rusty Modesty, he's broken up that party. There's split them in 3 in front and 3 behind him. As these guys continue to battle here, Rusty Modesty, he's right in the middle, and there's kind of a gap between him and the 3 in front and 3 in back. Mark Beverly is the closest one. Blake Roebuck, he's fallen off just a little bit. Harold Rothery, he's in the 10th position, but he's still he's back up to in the lucky dog position. Kevin Zadoodle continues. He's trying to keep that gap. It's about 0.3 of a second there now. Trying to keep that 2nd place Skylar Berry behind him. I think he's really pouring on the coal now. He knows he only has over just about 20 laps to go now. Doesn't have to worry about saving them too much.
The yellow flag is out.
Oh my goodness. Uh-oh. Caution, and I think it's for the 83 there, Jordan Stencil, and looks like a little bit of damage there on that 83 machine, like maybe the right front there. Jordan Stencil, Brian Tollin might have been involved as well. Yeah, he's got left front damage. Stencil has right front damage. Let's go back and see if we can see what happened here, and go ahead and roll the tape here. And there's the 83, and there's the 38 of Toller up ahead of him. You remember I was saying Stencil right front, Toller left front. I think they might have had it coming together right here. And he got contact by Kevin Winker, and then got T-boned by the 83. And who is that? Who is that behind them? That is the 15 there. Alan Martin almost got caught up in that as well. So Jordan Stencil didn't have anywhere to go, obviously. And that's where those two ended up together there. They're on pit road getting some work done. Looks like he burned a faster pair. Brian Toller, he's ready to go. Jordan Stencil. Oh no, did he not have a faster pair to use? And looks like he still has some damage there. So he's going to have to sit on pit road. He might have already used both of his faster pairs. Harold Rothery making his way down pit road. I think Ron Walters is already down and making his way to his pit box. Those two and Jordan Stencil are the only three on pit road at the moment. And Skylar Berry did get back in front once again. Let's see. Kevin Zablutel, he pitted on lap 121 a couple of laps ago. Skylar Berry, Mark Beverly, and Brett Summers doing the same thing they did before. They stayed out. Both Beverly and Berry pitted on lap 105. Summers pitted on lap 107. And then everybody behind them pitted on lap 121, the guys on the lead lap. So this is getting even more interesting. Of course, you know, they have 3 attempts at a green-white checker. We're showing Skylar Berry, Mark Beverly, Brett Summers, Matt Hayden, Kevin Zablutel. Your top 5 are all round of 8 contestants. And now Rusty Modesty, he's in that 6th position. He's got Blake Roebuck behind him. Another one of the contestants. And then the last one is, the last two, Harold Rothery, who's in 10th position. And, but Harold Rothery, he's on the tail end of the lead lap. Kevin Winker is actually, I want to say he's, it looked like he was going to go down the pit road. He's in 13th position, a lap down. So Martin is actually the, where's Martin at? Alan Martin, he's in the lucky dog position. So we'll see what happens. Lights right on the pace truck. Should be going green this time around. It'll be 15 laps to go. Pace truck is in. It's Berry, Mark Beverly. Green flag racing once again. Skylar Berry drops the hammer. So I'm going to try to see if he can repeat what he did early on in the race, open up one of those 3 or 4 or 5 second gaps here. Mark Beverly trying to keep the pressure off from a charging number 5 there, Matt Hayden. And boy, look at the guys behind them. They're duking it out back here. Blake Roebuck trying to catch a 17, Kevin Zabludel. Brett Summers, they're all right there duking it out. Dustin Stallings. They're starting to get stretched out a little bit. Mark Beverly, he loses that position to Matt Hayden. Now back to the third position. Hayden trying to put some pressure on the 68 of Skylar Berry. Now 13 laps remaining. And Matt Hayden does get past Skylar Berry. Berry trying to hold on. Extremely hungry for a win this season. He's basically had, oh, and Mark Beverly spinning. We're going to have a caution here. Mark Beverly gets turned around. Don't see a whole lot of damage there on the number 45. Let's see. Let's go back and see if we can see what happened here. So there's Mark Beverly by himself, and Kevin Zabludel coming up. Looks like he might be getting ready to make a move down on the inside. I believe that's looks like that maybe turns 3 and 4. Oh, might have tapped that left rear. Yes, he did. He had a little bit more momentum going in there, and then he gets tapped by the 30. Zabludel gets going right. It's like chain reaction, dominoes. The Dustin Stallings taps the 30. The 30 ends up whacking the 45 there a little bit, and so a little bit of a game of dominoes going on there, folks. So Mark Beverly comes in. Don't know if he might have burned a faster pair or only had the is it 1 or 2? I don't forgot now. And tires and fuel. This puts him back to the 10th position. Yeah, they actually only have 1 faster pair to work with. So that sets him back just a little bit here. So now Matt Hayden, he will be leading them back to the green flag. Kevin Winker down pit road again. Let's see, does he have any, the truck looks like it's okay. Making his way down his pit box. I don't know if he's getting a set of tires or what. Let's see what happens here. If he has them, probably, yeah, he's going to go ahead and get some fresh Goodyears. He's going to have to do everything he can to get up as high as he can, get maximum points, being a playoff contender. That could be his last set. It'll be less than 10 laps to go. Nothing to lose now. As he peels back onto the track here. Blake Roebuck now in that 3rd position. They'll be getting ready to line up here. Who is that? Dustin Stallings down on pit road. And, oh no, did I? You know what? I could have sworn I thought I heard something. Yeah, I heard somebody's engine blow. That was Dustin Stallings. I don't know. He might have had some damage to his motor and ended up being terminal. Tough break for the number 1 track. He was having a really good race out there tonight. Should be the one to go this time around. Now, I wonder if Stallings had a faster pair or not. Because he's on pit road. He's actually, it said he jumped to the pits, meaning that he's towing back. So, I don't know if he's going to be able to get out. It'll be irrelevant. Anyway, he'll be a lap or 2 down. The leaders have already passed him here. He's at least 1 lap down, maybe 2 now. But Matt Hayden, Skylar Berry, Blake Roebuck, Rusty Modesty, James Fitzmaurice, your top 5. Followed by Brett Summers, Harold Rothery, Mark Beverly, and Kevin Zabludel. Now they're back there running 8th and 9th. Pace truck down on pit road. Hang on, folks. It'll be 7 laps to go when we get the green flag. Green flag racing once again here at Richmond. Matt Hayden, one of the playoff contenders, trying to lock a position in for the final four. You know, they say win and you're in. It's Skylar Berry door to door with the 30. Blake Roebuck. Time quickly running out to try to get a win there for the 68. Well, I tell you, that's a tough challenge trying to catch the 5 with that number 30 right there. Blake Roebuck, he is giving it his all too to try to get maximum points here tonight. Rusty Modesty, nothing to lose whatsoever. He is there just to race, and he is racing hard. Skylar Berry has cleared the 30, and it's now 5 laps remaining. The gap, 0.8 of a second. Look at Rusty Modesty, though. He may have something in mind for the 68 as they come off a turn 2. 68 gets into the wall a little bit. He had to check up. That's also going to almost cost him a position. Looks like Blake Roebuck is trying to get past, and it looks like he might. Can Skylar Berry reclaim that 3rd position on the outside? It doesn't look like it. Looks like Blake Roebuck may have it. Oh, and Harold Rothery, that's going to be a caution. Hard into the wall. And damage there for the number 7. Not as bad as it could have been. But you can see by the tire marks there, he just slid right down into the inside wall. Don't know if he's already burned his fast repair or not, but he may not even have to use it. Right now, he's still showing in the 10th position because Kevin Winker, I think Kevin Winker was in the lucky dog position, so he'd be able to come around now. But that is going to put us in a green-white checker situation here. So this will be the first of 3 attempts, 3 available attempts for a green-white checker. But Matt Hayden, there's I just saw Kevin Winker go by. Lucky dog, so he'll be coming around. He'll be on the lead lap. We saw him pit a few laps ago on that last caution. That might have been his last set of tires. But he'll have to start at the back of the pack here. You never know what mayhem may happen in front of him on a green-white checker situation. So we'll just have to see what happens. They're coming around once again here. See, are the lights out on the pace truck? No, they should be getting one to go this time around. Dustin Stallings, he's still on pit road, and he might be done. So, yeah, we'll just, that's a shame. He was doing some good running out there tonight. So, it's a shame to see it end up like that. And showing 3 retirements here, Stencil, Moore, and Stallings. Let's see, and the lights actually are still on the pace car, so we'll probably be getting the one to go next time around then. So it looks like Kevin Winker making his way. He stopped in, I don't know what he did. He's coming down, he's coming off of pit road. I don't think fuel was the situation. I don't know if he maybe just had a fast repair left or just had some work done on the truck. I mean, he's starting back there at the back anyway, so we'll see what happens here. Skylar Berry looks like he's restarting in that 4th position. Heavens of Blutel still in play right there with Mark Beverly. Rusty Modesty getting very racy here at the end of this race here, folks. Hang on, going in turns 3 and 4. Pace truck coming down on the pit road. Waiting for that green flag. Green flag. Green white checker. Here we go. Oh, and the 68 Barry almost gets turned around. He's still racing, but he's back in the 4th position. The 45 and the 6 almost get together there. Matt Hayden, though, he's got a nice gap, but I'd say a couple of truck lanes coming to the white flag. Final lap. It's him and Blake Roebuck. Blake Roebuck, he's not close enough really to do anything. Here comes the 6 there, Rusty Modesty, trying to see if he can do something with the 30. Maybe grab another position as Matt Hayden heads down to turn 3. Checkered flag is in the air. Matt Hayden, he'll be the first one to get there. He'll be your winner here tonight at Richmond. Boy, what a win there for Matt Hayden. And that should lock him into the final 4 there. If I understand the rules correctly, I'm pretty sure. Do a little celebrating there. So Matt Hayden, win and you're in. Now I'm going to go ahead and grab your top 3 here. Matt Hayden, Blake Roebuck, and Rusty Modesty. Let's see. Let's go find everybody. There's Blake. We'll move him on up. And let's see. Where's everybody? There's Matt. We'll move him on up. And got to find Rusty Modesty unless he's already up there. No, he's not up there. So there's Rusty. We'll bring him on up as well. And we will head on up there with him. Okay, folks, we're here with your top 3. Matt Hayden, Blake Roebuck, and Rusty Modesty. Boy, I tell you, hey, Matt, you got a copy.
Yeah, I got you.
Man, I tell you, you really put it down there and right when you needed to, man, and made it to, it doesn't matter how many laps you lead as long as you lead in that last one, man. Congratulations on that win.
Thank you. Yeah, that was about 90% of that race was dog crap for me, and just I got lucky on that last caution, get some tires, getting out of track position, and just kind of fell in place at the end of the race.
10-4, and that should lock you into the final 4, correct? By winning a playoff race?
Yeah, I was going to say it's goal for tonight was to try to get in position to avoid chaos for Talladega. So, get to hopefully be a team player next week and help Zab out. And so, yeah, we'll just see. I got into Blake twice in this race. We were racing hard up front and got some damage to him early, and then we kind of doored each other racing hard. So, I felt bad early on because I just felt like I was doing everything wrong in that race. So anyway, it just kind of worked out.
10-4, man. Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, I want to thank sponsor on the hood, Lumber One, sponsor for this race, and hopefully for rest of the season or next season at least. And then son Austin, Alex for watching. I want to thank everybody.
10-4, man. Well, congratulations again. So now you can go into Talladega just a little bit less stress there, and just
I'm
just
already feeling it.
Yeah.
Feeling the migraine right now from this. So yeah, we'll try to relax for next week.
Absolutely, man. Well, congratulations again. We'll see you next week.
Thanks, yes.
Hey, Blake, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Man, I tell you, great race, man, and got right up there when you had to, and boy, I tell you, you got a little beat up there at the end, but still, hey, you made it to the finish there. Congratulations on that second position. Good points for the playoffs.
Yeah, the cards fell in the right spot there at the end. I don't know how all that happened, but that was pretty crazy. Had a pretty quick car on the short run. I just fell off hard on the long run. I don't know what it is about this track. I've always just been terrible, and come away with second place and really good playoff points. And I'm going to be like right on the cut line because Beverly and Zabluto, they both got bonus points from the last round. So it's going to be tough there at Talladega. It's, ooh, man.
You know how that is. So your bonus points from the last, even though it was the round of 12, they still carry over, even though the points.
Yeah, so they didn't add in, at least from what I interpreted, they didn't add in the bonus points from the whole season or whatever. They just did it from just the last round. So I think Beverly has 6 bonus points and then Zabluto has 3. So it helped. I got the pole, that was a bonus point, and then a Letto lap, that's another bonus point. So second place with those, that's pretty good. We'll be right on the cut line though, so that's going to be close.
Absolutely, man. Anybody want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, I just want to thank my team over at Forward Bike, and my co-owner Dom came in and spotted for me for the last couple laps. I want to thank Ford Performance, Appalachian State, Luke Combs, Funky Tulip, Tazmaraz, Boonshine, StackUp.org, 213somewhere.com. I want to thank everybody over at the Twisted Chassis Truck Series, puts this league on. I want to thank you for putting the broadcast on, and all our great sponsors that let us have some fun out here.
Absolutely, man. Well, congratulations, man, and go get charged up for next week. Good luck, and we'll talk to you later.
Absolutely.
And, hey, Rusty, you got a copy?
Hey, Tony.
Man, I tell you, boy, you was right racy throughout that whole race, and and you don't have the burden of having to worry about playoff points or nothing like that. You can just show up
I don't have a dog in this fight.
Yeah.
I'm just here for fun.
Yeah, man, I tell you, ain't nothing to lose, man. I tell you, and getting right racy all race long, man. Good finish on that P3 position.
Yeah, they're at the end, just trying to help, teammate, hopefully, solidify their way in the playoffs. I think messed up that last restart. Started in third, wasn't paying attention. Thought I was in second, wasn't. So that really screwed up the outside lane, which actually hurt one of our teammates. Kind of hurt Kevin a little bit, but he rallied back for top 5. So I think he'll be fine.
10-4, and I think you said the magic word there, teamwork, and you're going to need that at Talladega, and everybody's just going to try to get there with the dance partners and stuff, and see what they can do, and everybody keep cross the fingers and the toes and see what happens.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a lot of, are we going to pit? Are we going to pit? Are we going to pit?
I tell you, man, anybody want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, shout out to the whole team over there at Misfit Motorsports. Matt Hayden bringing home another one. Thanks to you for putting on the broadcast, good as always. One of the best in the business. And thanks to all the people that put on all the league, all the admins, 213, all the title sponsors. Appreciate everything everyone does. So thank you.
10-4, man. Well, y'all put on a great show, man, week in and week out. And, and I was thinking before the race started, like, man, we're just about over again. Every time you turn around, the season's almost over. And I'm like, okay, here we go. 2 more races.
Hey, that's all right. Just time to start another one.
There you go. But congratulations again, man. And go relax and celebrate. And we will see you next week.
Thanks, Tony.
Okay, folks. Well, that is going to do it there. And man, I tell you, let's go ahead and let's bring up the results for the race here and get them in here. Boom, where they at? There they are. And Matt Hayden, your winner, Blake Roebuck. Now you see Matt Hayden, he's locked into the final 4 now. And Blake Roebuck second, Rusty Modesty third, Mark Beverly fourth, Kevin Zabluto fifth, Skylar Berry sixth, Brett Summers seventh, Harold Rothery eighth, Alan Martin in the ninth position, Jimmy Fitzmaurice rounds out the top 10, followed by Kevin Winker 11th, Brian Toller in 12th, 13th Ron Walters, 14th Dustin Stallings, 15th Jordan Stencil, Joshua Moore 16th, and Billy Stallings in that 17th position. And like we've been saying, hey, next week, that's going to be the decider, folks. Who's going to make it? Who are the other three that are going to join Matt Hayden? And we'll just have to wait and see what happens. So I tell you, so for all of us here at Rice Motorsports TV, we want to hope that you will join us next week and want to wish you a pleasant evening.